Everybody, and welcome to Swindler's Den in this week's session of Icewind Dale, Rime, and the Frostmaiden. I am your DM, BakaZombie, and let's introduce our players right away. Grizlocke's confused. Should I skip you to introduce?
It's fine.
Or are you good?
I can introduce myself. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Grizlocke. You can find me on YouTube under the same name. How's it going?
How's it going? Indeed. Next, we have Bumbleskum.
Hey, it's your boy Bumbleskum. I play Heinlein. He's a guy who is a real cool guy, and also he's dead. My hair's really fluffy today, so that's nice.
Speaking of,
Dyto
is next.
I mean, my hair's braided, so it's not quite as fluffy. But
I lost my thread real quick. I'm like, I don't know what I should take from his and bring it to the next.
Failed so quick.
So, Dyto!
I'm Dyto. I mean, I play Tabaxi, so they're pretty fluffy when they're not soaking wet. Yeah, Artificer.
There you go. Better segue than I did. And next we have TommieTaco.
Hi, I'm TommieTaco, and I play Zavros Winerin, a half-elf ranger whose hair is also quite fluffy.
Oh.
You'd all like to fluff him, wouldn't we?
Oh. Let's keep the fluff train rolling with Sister Liliana.
Hi, I'm Dr. Phage, who's playing Sister Liliana.
Oh, shit.
And I think of all the characters, she's the least fluffy, being a dragonborn. Pretty.
She likes to roll around in the fluffy.
I was too excited to say that the dragonborn is fluffy that I said the wrong name. Oh, no-y. All right, well, last time on Icewind Dale, Rime, the Frostmaiden, our group had continued the trials of Ariel, moving on to preservation and followed by cruelty. In the preservation trial, they came across a camp that had been attacked by another group of redhead nomads, and they found a single living person left, a young person named, I want to say Eric's, and I would be right, Eric's. And they quickly found out they had to protect this young person from the returning member of the Wolf tribe, Wolf tribe clan that had come back to make sure everyone was dead. They dealt with him swiftly and were able to return back to Grimskull, where they took on the cruelty trial, finding themselves amongst the bear redhead nomads, and tasked with having to kill some elderly people to help feed the rest of that tribe who were in dire straits at that point. Heinlein says, hey, that's my job. And they brought him out in front of everybody to make sure everybody knew what kind of what's the word I'm looking for, sacrifice was being made for them. And with heavy hearts and uneasy minds, they returned back to Grimskull, where Zavros and Valine had been hanging out with the Professor Orb. Not to mention they killed the walrus for fun. And that is where we shall return to now. All of you have just returned from that trial. I'll pull you back over to the Grimskull map so you can kind of see what you've unlocked and what is left to go. And it is yours to continue.
That sucked.
Oh, how was it?
It went fine.
It was about as bad as you could have expected to be for a trial called cruelty.
Happy you didn't have to experience that.
Yes, I'll count that as a blessing, I suppose.
I think the last one is Best of Wills.
Is it will or endurance?
Kind of the same.
Endurance.
Well, are we ready to tackle it today, or?
I'm feeling prepared to tackle it. I can assist others who may need it, depending on who wishes to participate.
You know, I feel just very exhausted, like 3 times over. And I was... There's some way... I don't know, some sort of thing we could do to make me... I don't know, is there a spell? Like, helping exhaustion or some shit?
Not that we have access to.
Yeah. Not at this level right now.
We could always just rest. At
Yes,
least you'll feel a little better.
I could bring up the mansion now if you'd like, before the last trial.
Yes, that'd be great.
All right.
I'm concerned. I know we're tired, or I know everyone's tired here. And I know it's been a long day. But I'm concerned. If this is endurance, if we go in there, obviously you'd think you'd want to be there freshly rested, but what if it takes everything out of us and we come back just to be slaughtered at our weakest moment?
I feel like if we go now, half exhausted and it takes everything out of us, and we come back, I feel like we're still going to be in the same boat.
But I mean, we can rest if we come back.
But if somebody's waiting to ambush us once we've completed it, either way, we'll be worse off if we don't rest first.
If they were going to ambush us, I think they would have done it. I think whatever's waiting for us is on the other side of that door to the 6.
Right, which is why we can rest now. Because nobody's waiting to ambush us when we return.
I also don't know if all of us need to go through the trial. Since Valine and Zavros weren't a part of the last 2, we are proverbially screwed if everyone needs to be inside for that door to open. But if only one of us needs to make it through each of the trials, then the door may open anyways. So if a subsection of us wishes to do the endurance, then the others can be resting during that time, and we can come back and rest afterwards.
Good.
I do not need any time to rest before moving into this trial. I had a little bit of extra time to recuperate during the isolation and have been careful with my resources, so I can better assist anyone who's moving into endurance, but I'd be willing to do it now. And assist
I'd
anyone
be ready to go in.
Here's my concern, though. There's too many ifs. So let's say that just you and Felicity go in. One, you might need us in there, but say you don't. Who's to say the next step? Only you 2 are allowed in, and you might need us there.
If that was the case, then we've already chosen to abandon Zavros.
Right. But better to be 1 down than 3 or 4.
If you are unable to enter with us afterwards, then you'd be completely able to go through the endurance test fully rested. But perhaps this might save your life, letting us do this without you.
Zavros, do you mind coming to this door with me? I
I'm not gonna make that joke.
I just want to see if this door that we came out of last, that Zavros didn't join us in, if that looks like, if it's open still, if it looks used in any way, you know, like we could.
All of the doors have closed behind you.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's hard to know for sure if we could try a trial again.
Yeah, and you would know that every other time you open the door, it like instantly takes you. So it wouldn't be like a, is it working thing? It'd be, it's working and you're there.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I wouldn't have them open it. I was just didn't know if there's any markers that show like, hey, this has been done.
Yeah, don't wish that evil on me.
I think also we've already come to the conclusion that if it's a all or nothing, then the only person who might actually be able to proceed is Liliana.
Right, but Liliana didn't necessarily partake in the last trial either. We may be screwed nonetheless.
Yes. That's why I'm saying I think it might be, maybe for your sake, if you're able to rest without worry of going into a test of endurance.
Yes, I was most concerned about your health as well, Orlin. This trip has not been the kindest to you. So if you can recuperate while the rest of us continue on, that may be best for future endeavors.
Wish we didn't kill that damn walrus. Starting to regret it.
It threatened us first.
Yes, no, I'm not blaming you. I just questions. What is the point
You
of
could
the test?
always
I mean, it's to
speak
get us
with
to the
dead, can you
countryside,
not?
correct? Are we? It lets us
We're
through that
we're-
door,
That's what we're assuming, yes.
and the countryside is on this level, according to your vision.
The codicil is at the bottom of the tower. We haven't seen any other. I don't know if we're at the bottom. I don't know how far vertically we've traveled down, if it's the equivalent of.
You've gone under the surface that you've seen.
Orlin, you have power. You work with the dead, it looks like, right? Like, can you speak with the dead?
Yes.
Do you think that walrus, with the awakened mind that it had, that if you spoke with it, it'd work? You could still
Possible.
get your answers, correct? Without the runaround of wanting fish?
The dead can be tricky, though. They can
What could ask for a dead fish?
lie still.
Well, it could lie when it's awake, so I think perhaps that might still be an option to get what you want.
True. But, sure. Is there any questions we want to ask the dead walrus before entering that final test? I, for one, want to ask, what the purpose of the test is. Is it literally just to get through that door? Or are we becoming servants of Ariel by completing these? How do we know that we don't come out of this as the next Sephic?
I guess I don't have any particular questions myself.
Alright.
Make sure you ask it what its dreams and aspirations were before it was so brutally cut down.
I will. Sure. Is the walrus in a feasible location, or is it like under the water? I don't remember if it like.
It's still on top of the ice, yeah.
I'll cast Speak with Dead on it.
All right. Yeah, it takes you 10 minutes to get it up, but after that, the like head twists back into place where it kind of fall into the side, and the massive tusks lift up to look at you. It doesn't lift its whole body, but it like turns its head so its tusks scrape against the ice as it looks up to you.
We're completing these trials. Make us servants of Ariel.
Not unless you wish.
What is the purpose of these trials?
Gain entrance to the vault.
There's a cartosile in the vault.
From what I've been told.
Alright, fine. I'll sit this one out. I don't like it though.
If this means there is an ambush when we get back, you guys have already been aware and taken care of it though, so... Or at least you'll be safe in the mansion, right? Which means you'll still be able to hopefully complete the mission, even if we are killed.
Everett, how long were we gone last test?
How long were they gone?
They were only gone for like an hour.
I was just curious.
Not an hour.
So if you wanted to take a short rest, Zavros, you could have.
Good luck. Oh, and the walrus said, when I asked about this being a servant, he said it was your choice. So, after you complete this, Ariel might ask you. Just be prepared.
Time has come, the walrus said, to talk of other things.
What?
If you get it, you get it.
Is that I think I know what that's a reference to.
I don't.
And
And with that, Highland will start moving over.
yeah.
What that voice was, it just said something about a walrus talking about different things. Orlin. Come over here for a second. And just me and him, real quick.
As Liliana's moving
You, him, and
over to the-
Otis, and Valine.
No, Valine, I'm this is a big fucking castle. We're going away from Valine.
As Liliana's moving away, kind of as like Zavros is moving into this hallway with Orlin, are both of you abstaining from this trial?
No, I'll be there. I just want to talk with Orlin just real quick. In 5 minutes, if that.
Okay.
But you're going, Zavros?
Yeah, I guess I'll go. Shout out the last one.
The last two. I
Yes,
echo
last
from
two.
the other side of the chamber.
Liliana's then gonna make eye contact with Orlin. Just be careful while we're in there.
Maybe it's safer I go.
Liliana's gonna move into the hallway next to the other door.
Whichever.
We're in this alcove. No one can see us, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So I noticed you're really tired, and I don't really know how it happened, but honestly, I kind of don't want to go in there with him anyway. But like, open my shirt up like that, like my coat, and be like, Otis, do you want to come up here?
Yeah, Orlin, you see this little chewinga pop out. It's,
Hello?
Otis is the one from Felicity's cave that was playing
Yeah.
the lute with me. Hi, Otis.
Oh.
Say hello to Orlin.
He's just been here this whole time.
Yes, he's been with us since we left Felicity's.
How is he
She
still
doesn't
alive?
know. Apparently he's quite resilient to cold and AoE effects that should cause saving throws.
Of course. Is there anything you need, Zavros, before you head in there? I can watch your friend.
Yes, I was gonna get you to watch him. Be nice to him, please.
Of course.
Don't experiment on him.
Only if he dies of natural causes.
Yes, I highly doubt he will die of natural causes, given his
You never
track
know.
record of staying alive.
They only live so long, these things.
You know, I'm starting to think that I shouldn't leave him here.
I'm joking. Yes, you will be safe with me.
Otis, do you want to go with Orlin for a bit?
Just
Like, no.
looks forward at Orlin. He doesn't have eyes. He has a white mask over his face. Just stares at Orlin for a bit.
I opened my satchel full of like weird utensils and shit. And there's
Don't put him in
lot
there.
of fun to be
I'm gonna
had.
smack it away. He's like,
Uncle
don't put...
Orlin's got all sorts of fun
Jumps
things.
Put him
jumps
your
in your
scarf.
bag and starts throwing stuff out of it.
No, you
Just
gotta
like,
keep him
oh,
away
shit.
from the things. Keep him in your scarf.
That's
Comes
just
out
like
with
home.
like a tooth.
When we get back, we're gonna come back and we're fully gonna see Orlin dissecting. No,
I'm not gonna lie, my original goal was to get one of these things and dissect it. So
Well, Zavros just gave it to you.
Swear to God, if you kill Otis. And don't tell your mother.
oh yes, that would be an awful idea.
And by the way, watch your back around her.
You don't have to tell me that.
Monsters wear many forms these days, as I walk away.
All right. So all of you have gathered at the endurance store except for Orlin and Valine.
Sliding
I think
across
this
like
will
a
be-
badass.
Right into the water. Take a level. No, you're fine.
I think this should be good for them. A little bit of mother-son bonding time. A little trial of endurance for themselves.
That sounds wrong if you think about it.
You think about it from a Pornhub lens, of course it sounds wrong, but we're not.
Drop that. Just go ahead and drop that.
Yep, no subtlety anymore. Okay.
Not a sponsor.
No,
Sounds fun.
Not ad.
Orlin, do you want Valine to open the mansion now or wait?
I'll say now.
All right. You two can enter the mansion then, and begin your long rest as the other group opens the door and is. Oh,
Just before we open the door, I'm going to cast second level Bless on everyone. So all four of us. I'll have a D4 on attack rolls, but more importantly, probably saving throw.
I start running over to you guys. Before I say this, because I feel like I would know by now, does anybody here have sending?
No.
Oh, for some
And
reason I
some-
thought Liliana had sending.
Liliana did at one point.
Oh, I do. I don't have it prepared. Sorry. Because I haven't.
I don't have third level spells.
Yeah.
Liliana, come here real quick.
Yes.
Okay. Zavros starts to freeze to death in there. Send me a message. I will get him out. I can do that.
I have no way of. I don't have that prepared today.
If you're there for multiple days, like we were the isolation test, you never know. Throwing it out there.
Yes. Also, if he freezes to death, if one of us freezes to death, I can deal with that.
No,
More
I mean,
than one.
tell me before he freezes to death so I can save his life.
Oh well. Yes, ideally.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
You all
yes.
talking
of
about
course.
over there?
All right. Orlin waddles back to Valine's
He
mansion.
waddles.
Before Zavros comes back from talking to Orlin, I'm gonna sneak a drink, and then I'm gonna like squirrel it away. Now that
I did forget
we're
about that.
back in the same company.
All right. Then you begin to open the door, and a familiar feeling of your surroundings vanish in a flurry of snow and ice. When your vision clears, you find yourself standing at the sorry, wrong one. When your vision clears, you find yourself in a raging storm, standing at the edge of a Reghead nomad's camp in the process of being dismantled. The nomads work feverishly to tear down their tents and pack them onto dog sleds. A few of them spot you and brandish their weapons. A tall figure standing among them calls out, "We shall not lie down and die for your pleasure, emissaries of Ariel. Begone, vultures!"
People with reason.
This is what you see before you. Is multiple people pointing weapons at you as you see this camp being pulled down.
How many are there?
Pointing weapons at you, 4.
4.
And then there's multiple, like, pulling down the camp.
I don't think these are threats you want to make to strangers you don't know.
How about we just calm down? Everyone. We don't like Ariel either.
Why do you
We
wear
hate
a
the
mark?
bitch. Oh, it's because we went through this door because, we're trying to do something. We're trying to stop her, essentially. And so we went to this tower, and we're going through it. We have to do these trials to open this door, and yeah, we're here.
Sounds like people work for Ariel to me. Roll up a persuasion check.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it on here. I can find them in my D20s. Please be good. 19.
If you truly aren't working for her, you can help or you can leave. Those are the options we give.
Well, we're not really sure how to complete the trial, so I mean, the worst we could do is help you. I'm gonna look at Sister Liliana like,
These trials have both been straightforward, and yet I don't know if it's...
What are you guys doing that you need help with?
We have to tear down camp and get moving. The reindeer herd are on their way, and we can't lose them. Where they go, we go.
Then I suppose we should get working then.
And it's a tall man who's got he doesn't have like full elk antlers, but you can see like pieces of elk antlers adorned on his head. And like he puts his spear down and motions for the others to put theirs down. All right, we're almost finished, so if you want to help packing the rest on the sleds, we'll get moving. Hope you're ready for a long ride.
How long?
Until the reindeer stop.
oh, it could be a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm gonna just kind of splinter away from the group and go find a group of people that need help throwing shit on their sleds.
All right.
I'm gonna find a wholesome looking family. You know, I know they're nomadic people, but as wholesome as nomads get, you know.
Yeah, there's some wholesome people here.
This place is a dreary wasteland.
Yeah.
You gotta be hard as fuck to live out here.
Can someone remind
is
me?
looking for the loner.
Is Orlin the only one with a bag of holding?
Yes.
I think so.
Damn. Okay. Never mind then.
Just put all of your stuff in here. It only weighs 3 pounds.
I was gonna put my armor in a bag, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's in a bag.
I was in a bag. All right, so you guys begin helping take down. It doesn't take much longer. They've already got the majority of it down, and everybody starts mounting up on dog sleds. And you're showing to some of the dog sleds that have less weight on them that you can ride along in as well. As this blizzard continues to rip across the plains, they begin to take off. Is there anything you want to do? Like do or say? You're like in separate sleds from each other, so it's hard to really talk to each other too much, and there's blizzard winds whipping around you the entire time. Is there anything anybody wants to do though for this first part of the journey?
I will go to the front and help track.
All right, yeah, you ask for a spot in the front to help track. What's everybody else doing?
I can assist with that. I'm pretty good with perception and survival, and I probably have. I mean, it's blizzard territory, so I don't know how good it'd be, but I think I have like probably the longest dark vision reach.
Yeah. As you're like giving this information to the man who encountered you first, you find out his name is King Gerond. King Gerond Elkhart. Get these two a sled in the front. They can ride together and help our navigators find the way.
When you said Elkhart?
Yes.
Okay. When Heinlein hears that, he now gives kind of a cold sneer to King Gerund.
What's that look for?
Your name.
And what's yours?
I am Heinlein's sworn sword of the vast. I once met someone with a similar name as yours. And it's my goal to kill him.
Oh, God.
Well, it's an interesting take. I know not who you speak of.
I don't think you would.
There you go.
You just have an unfortunate name, that's all.
You threatening me?
I don't threaten, I do. And I get in the sled ready to do what I need to do.
The rest of you would see him like talk to some people before some of his people before he goes towards the back.
I'm assuming Heinlein's with me, right? Because he's helping me.
Yeah.
So, Heinlein, can you do me a favor?
Yes, what is?
Can you stop antagonizing every individual we meet out in the tundra?
Antagonizing?
I mean, I get it. He threatened us, but I mean, I would threaten someone who walked into my house randomly, too.
Their house, they're tearing down. This isn't their property. This is not their land. This is an open area for people to come and go. All I did was tell him I didn't like his name.
Yeah, see, that's the problem, Heinlein. You're so aggressive about it.
You have to be aggressive sometimes.
You're at like 130% at all times. We're out there giving 110%.
Shion wouldn't have brought me back here if I wasn't Zavros. And then...
Fair enough.
Liliana and Felicity, are you doing anything?
I have a couple of technical questions.
Yeah.
Zavros, do you have any levels of exhaustion?
No.
Great.
I feel sexy.
Have you ever heard news so good you sneezed?
Oh God! I won the lottery. Violent sneezes.
Then my other question is, since I'm assuming these are going to be, we're probably going to have to do checks like we've done traveling in the past, upcoming. Since Bless only lasts for a minute, will casting that at any time during our travel have an impact on it?
Let me double check something real quick.
She gets the timing down to a science.
Yeah.
She's got a chalkboard and everything out. You know, like she knows the exact precise location of the moon. And
as you had gone through the door, you like as soon as you like came into this area, you felt yourself lose concentration on that spell, even though it wasn't time for it to end.
Cool. Love that. Absolutely love that.
Oh, up to you if you want to keep trying to do it.
I don't think so. I'm going to save spell slots then if anyone gains exhaustion to try and offset that for checks at least, because I can do enhance abilities for like navigation checks if that'll make us go quicker.
All right. Felicity, anything from you during this first part of the journey?
I'm probably gonna be as far away from Zavros as possible so I can keep drinking in peace.
And Zavros gets people killed.
All right, yeah. So you guys begin this journey, and it's long. Like Zavros and Heinlein, as you're helping these other trackers, like these are seasoned trackers, and they know the patterns of the reindeer, so it's not hard to keep track of them. And then, like every once in a while, off in the distance, especially Heinlein with your longer sights, this blizzard does kind of obscure a vision, but you do see every once in a while this blue glow, like a bunch of dots of blue glows, and I continue to chase after them. Into the blizzard. So unless anybody wants to do anything, 8 long, grueling hours go by of doing this.
So you're saying we're chasing these glowing lights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Heinlein, didn't you see something like that already when we did our first trial?
I think these are these not the reflection of the elk's eyes?
It doesn't quite look like the reflection, no. And they're very far off, so they're not catching any light.
Okay.
Yeah.
During the first trial?
Yeah, didn't you say you saw like some glowing lights out there?
The player doesn't remember this at all.
Yeah, during the isolation trial, when you were keeping watch at camp, you saw blue lights off in the distance.
Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah, because I was keeping watch.
Yes.
Yes, I see them now again.
Well, it looks like we're going towards them this time.
Yes. And my brain thinks it's either the reflective lights of a creature's eyes, whether that's crag cats or something else. Perhaps those are the spirits of the dead who wander these frozen tundras. I think this is the first time I've considered wishing Orlin was back here so we could ask him what he thinks lives out here since he's been here before.
I will say these lights, like they look larger than it would be eyes, and there isn't much light to catch in eyes for it to be. So it could be
Will-o-wisps?
It could be will-o-wisp, or it could be something else.
Okay. So we're heading straight for them?
Yeah, like whenever you see them, the party will turn towards them if they're off from their original path.
All right, so I gotta roll something for you after 8 hours.
So 8 hours go by before it starts to get completely unbearable for all of you. We're right after 8 hours here, and it seems like it's gonna start getting colder than you can handle. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we get into this 9th hour, or during this 9th hour?
Wish I had prestidigitation.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything.
Do you still have those rocks?
No, I vanished
Oh.
out into the wilderness, so...
Oh wait, I didn't
think
know that. I was gone well before. I think no, maybe.
Oh,
I don't remember.
You left during
Yeah,
the rock collecting. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I ended up leaving a couple of days after collecting them.
All right, never mind. If there was something I could create bonfire on, I would, but just keep us warm. But I don't know if that would probably set our sled on fire, so I don't want to do that. We don't have like a piece of metal. I
have a short sword.
flip my take off my shield. I flip it over, and I create bonfire on the back of my shield.
As you flip your shield over and go to create the bonfire, you make the motion and nothing comes.
The ghost fire doesn't come. It seems as though whatever magics that bring us here are also disabling our magics to create to manipulate the fires of hell. So I flip it back and put it on.
Very philosophical.
He was very literal.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, you like you guys begin to slow down for a second as you kind of lose track of where they are, and you're looking around. You two, I believe Island's helping. Are you giving the help action to Zavros, or are you just doing your own check?
What's your bonus to wisdom? 4.
Oh, not a wisdom. Are we doing survival? Is that what you're getting me to do?
Survival or perception?
Both are wisdom, right?
Yeah, both. They're both +4. Survival.
Okay, I'll give you because my perception and my survival are +4, so I'll just give you help.
All right. So Zavros, do you have any exhaustion, Zavros?
No, I don't.
All right, cool.
Do I benefit from my feet?
To find hidden traps in doors and dungeons?
my Arctic.
Natural Explorer.
Oh, Natural Explorer. Yeah, you can add double your proficiency instead of just single. So yeah, roll with advantage.
Yeah, no, not dungeon. We're out in this.
I know you've asked that for that one a lot. I'm like, is he asking for that right now?
It's like, can I find trapdoors in the snow?
There might be one.
Stage.
That's not bad. So that's 24 for the first one. Please. And that's only 22 for the second one.
Yeah, they're like looking around, and you see these glowing blue, a lot of glowing blue lights up ahead that they don't seem to have noticed yet.
Did I have a aneurysm, or did you say glowing glue?
I did mess up the first time I said it.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, am I dying?
Some sort of adhesive monster.
It's
Oh, those
racking
aren't
my.
good.
It's seeping into my brain.
Careful of the
What do you do with those
tassel.
information?
Oh,
I tell everyone.
Okay. Yeah, you point out the lights. The reindeer are ahead. Keep going. And they take off again. And as we continue through this hour, everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
Advantage for cold resistance people?
Yes.
Advantage for not cold resistance people.
No.
A dirty 20?
thank
All right.
you. 16.
Sorry, you said everybody said it at the same time there.
Sorry.
What Heinlein get?
24.
Okay, Leon.
I also got a dirty 20.
Zavros.
16.
All right, you all pass the first hour and continue onwards.
How within earshot is the leader?
He's a little further back, so he wouldn't. And it's a blizzard, so if you're just talking to Zavros,
Right. Yeah. It's just I don't understand. They're leading us towards these lights, but those aren't the reflections of deer. You think they've got
Maybe
some
they're
sort
space
of?
deer.
I don't think so. I'm wondering
Still
maybe if
deer.
they've got like something magical lit up tied to them, like trackers, or because otherwise I'm not sure why else they'd be leading towards this. Why they think this is the elk or the reindeer that they're chasing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and ask this question. What I know from reading books about the North, if there are magical creatures that follow wildlife.
Give me a nature check.
Dirty 20.
Felicity noticed these lights?
I mean, I'm pointing them out to everybody.
Yeah, you would see him too in dirty
I'm
20.
far away from you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you would
Makes
catch them
sense.
every once in a while.
And I make a check to see if I know what they are.
Yeah.
Nature as well.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good. 8.
An 8. Let me just double check some things. I think I got everything I need to know, but just in case. Of course, they don't give it to me. Why would they? That'd be insanity. So Zavros, you remember leading back to Orland's books that you were flipping through, and just like general knowledge of Icewind Dale. It just took you a second to remember. The reindeer of Icewind Dale, their antlers will glow this bright blue periodically, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like here too.
That's fucking cool.
That's cool.
I like
those
that.
antlers though look
Alright.
like they could be made into a kick-ass bone axe, and now I want to
Right?
become a barbarian.
And
Like sickles.
yeah, the reindeer use it to communicate to each other across these long distances. What the downside is, other things can see them as well. It's kind of like real world reindeer. I don't know how much you guys know about them, but their joints click when they walk, and it can be heard from really far away.
And they have red noses that glow.
Yeah, all of them have red noses that glow as well.
No, only certain ones that then get shunned by the rest of society.
That's just a
You're
fairy tale.
different.
Before we go on too far of tirade, we continue into the 10th hour. Can I get another survival or perception check from Zavros with help?
As I'm doing this, I'm just gonna whisper over to Heinz, like, actually, if I remember correctly, I think those are the reindeer. I think their antlers are supposed to glow from what Orland's books say.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Let's see. So that's a 19 for the first one. $21 for the second one.
Yeah, and along the guides for the group as well are able to spot them at the same time you are and continue off after them. Another Constitution saving throw from the party, please. DC gets harder as we go.
That's what I'm afraid of.
That's not good.
Oh,
That's not too bad. 17. God damn. I hope that beats it.
Okay, 22.
All right.
16.
All right.
Felicity and I continue to be twins as I got a 22 as well.
All right. So we are back in Icewind Dale, not on the island of Solstice, where it's colder than it is in the mainland. So everybody does pass this round.
Oh fucking god. God,
you can
10 on the dice. It was so stupid.
Continue on. Hour 11. Another survival nature check or survival perception check from Zavros.
The 25 and a. Ooh, that one sucks. So it's probably just gonna be the 25.
Right.
Yeah, that one was way low. I rolled a 3.
Okay, we'll keep track of the reindeer as we do our third Constitution saving throw.
I whisper over to Zavros while we're doing this in this next hour. What are your plans after you take down Ariel?
I'm not sure, actually. Thank God. 19?
19, all right. Heinlein?
20.
20, Liliana?
20 as well.
And Felicity?
23.
23, you all pass again. As you're doing this discussion, rations are being passed out to everybody as well during this travel, so you don't have to use your own. I mean, I haven't made you use your own, so it's not a big deal anyway.
I might try to find a way to get back home. I'm not exactly sure. Hell, I might even stay at that inn and just run that thing. I don't know.
When I found you, it did look like that was something you were setting up for yourself.
Oh, well, it's for everyone, really. We just haven't been there yet. Kind of helped evacuate the town, kind of, and then went back. And, they gave it to me. As well as some delicious cookies. I love those cookies. Speaking of which, what's with the dead people upstairs?
Those are my kin.
Oh, yes, you told
I
me that.
grabbed them from the house where they were killed and left in Bryn Chander, and I brought them back.
You got any burial ideas? Or I don't know how your people do their customs.
I planned on burying them after we got rid of the ice, but I don't think that's possible for me anymore.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, if you die again, it's confusing. I'll give you a solid burial, if that's
That sounds
You know,
good to me.
some people burn their dead, so I'm always confused on how to go about that.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, Liliana, did you have something you wanted to ask before we go into hour 12?
No, I was just going to make a comment in that Liliana is thinking of Orlin. Orlin's asking of, like, if Zavros freezes to death as we are now on hour 12 of travel, like, good thing he didn't come because he would have been frozen to death already, just dead.
Speaking of hour 12, nature or survival check from Zavros?
Nat 20 on one, which makes it a 27.
Hey, you keep track of the reindeer? Constitution saving throw from everybody.
Yeah, this sucks. This sucks. Here comes my nat one.
I like this dice.
Oh my goodness.
I had to retire my favorite orange one because I ran a game using it and I rolled 4 nat ones in a row and I was like, yep, it's done. All the luck of this one's gone.
It's burned.
I have not rolled below a 15 on this die tonight.
Dirty nice. 20.
All right, Highland?
25.
Liliana?
19.
And Felicity?
22.
All right, y'all pass again. Easy task for this group. You left the straggler behind, just like you got left behind from his tribe. All right, we go into
Once again, left only in a cave with his mother.
You know, some comfort. This is a frozen wasteland, and Baka just burned your house.
It's been 12 hours. Do you want to cut back to their
yeah,
body?
why not? Orlin, what are you doing in the mansion?
I don't know why, but I feel like someone's abandoned me.
As Feline's setting the mansion up, so you've finally done it.
What's that?
You convinced my friends to leave me here. This was your plan all along.
Not at all.
Get me
no.
alone so you could try to cure me.
Why would I kill you now, Orlin? I've had so many years to do that. Not to mention I could have just left you to begin with.
Roll me a persuasion.
All right.
You know, I'm starting to think I shouldn't have left Otis with you.
It's not good. It's like a 5.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, it's a 5.
No, I say, it's time we finally settle this dispute. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at her.
All right. Let's roll
I'm
initiative.
dying one way or another this episode.
What's your initiative?
Oh, my initiative. Cool.
Yep. You made a pretty obvious threat. It wasn't too much.
Last week it was Heinlein
It
with
wasn't
Walrus.
surprising,
This week,
unfortunately.
I
Orlin with his
forgot
mama.
that Orlin was paranoid.
I did too.
I did too.
13.
I mean,
I would
sorry,
have used my meta
didn't.
knowledge to not give him Otis.
15. That's what I meant to say.
15?
Yeah, I forgot to
All
add
right.
bonus.
You go first.
Hey. Okay. Magic Missile at 2nd level.
All right. Roll your damage.
Sorry, guys.
it's all right.
$13.
13 points of damage. As these missiles impact into her, she turns to you with a wild look in her eyes. You would turn on me, Orlin, when I've done so much to help you and your friends to end this.
You turned on me all those years ago.
She will, I believe, retaliate. She's gonna retaliate with a magic missile at, let me double check how far magic missile can go.
May have wanted to start with a stronger than 2nd level magic missile there, Bubby.
My fireballs though do like less damage for some reason.
Oh, I just meant like a 4th level magic missile if you're gonna be doing that.
No. I'm saving my 4th levels.
7th level magic missile.
7th level? She has that? Damn.
She has a wand that can do it. Yeah.
Damn. I'm
Yes.
gonna cast shield.
All right,
Oh.
that does stop it.
Yep.
Ho, 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 ho.
All right.
One charge done.
Level, dude. Damn, dude.
How many charges that wand got?
I can't tell you that.
Come on, you can tell me. You just can't tell. You just can't tell Grizz.
We'll find out.
Oh man,
It's your
now
turn.
I'm real trying to figure out my next move.
Is it bad to say I hope we still have the mansion when we return?
I mean, it is cozy.
Zavros might also die if we.
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image.
All right.
No, I'm gonna take it back.
Oh.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Cast...
You can't even trust yourself.
I gotta make up my mind here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image. Forget.
Okay.
There's 3 of me.
As 3 of you begin to appear, let me double check some with mirror image. Because Baka's stupid, but she's not.
Professors can't just read the spell to her.
Yeah. You should attack.
She's just whispering into her bag. What does it do again?
What do I do? I'm just trying to see what she has, if she has any area of effect things. Fuck it. She's gonna attempt a blight on you. So roll for your mirror image.
Right. What do I roll again? Is it a D20 and then
It's a D20, and it's like a certain number is
rolled
whether or
an
not it hits
18.
you. That should be an image, I think.
I think that's an image. Let me double check.
The
think
person
it's
with the
right
ribbon
now.
buff.
Yeah, if you roll an 8 or higher, so one of your images disappears. Stop this, Orlin. You know not what you're doing.
No, I know plenty well what I'm doing. When my friends return, they'll be safe, whatever you're plotting against us. It will not work. It ends now. Is that what, is that her turn?
That is her turn.
Okay. I am going to cast... Gotta save those. I'm gonna cast a 2nd level magic missile. Again.
All right.
Orlin, she's gonna kill you. She's using so many high-level spell slots. Use a higher spell slot. Liliana's voice comes across the void. Fuck her up. Don't hold back.
I think
Liliana's
hopefully-
god is just like relaying the info, like, yeah, you could beat this motherfucker.
16
Well, Zavros, I'm
force.
hoping that once and for all, those two can finally make up and hash out their issues.
I'll tell you what,
16
if
force.
they're able to hash it
16?
out, we'll celebrate with the honey mead that I have. Yeah.
16 force damage from those magic missiles. That's 4 more impact into her. She is going to... Let me double check the spell. I don't play very many spellcasters, guys.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let alone 1v1
Theta as
spellcasters.
equal, but he just plays pompous ones, so.
That's true.
Oh,
All right, if she goes to cast another spell, give me your mirror image. Actually, let me double check because
Can
this
you-
might not affect mirror image,
Can
which
you
is
describe
weird.
what this spell looks like? Or is that asking too much?
Let me double check mirror image first. God damn it, I don't know how to read. Each time attack spell. Technically not an attack spell, I guess it doesn't do damage. But it would still kind of target. So she, give me an Arcana check if you're trying to figure out what kind of spell she's casting.
Not... Oh, disadvantage, hold on. One's a nat 20 and one's a 6 plus 8, so... I don't know.
14.
14, thank you. I'm not a math.
14. It is only a first level spell. She's casting hideous laughter on you.
Okay. I see her going to cast that. That could really fuck me up. So I'm going to counterspell it.
All right, you counterspell
I need
it.
to stay sane here.
What?
Says the madman.
Says the paranoid guy.
All right, it's your turn then.
Okay. Third. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? I got 2 mirror images actually. I gotta hold on to my first levels. Okay. I'm gonna cast a 4th level magic missile this time.
Yes,
Alright.
yes. Get her ass.
I'm gonna roll it on D&D Beyond because it's too many die for me to find right now. That's not right. It just rolled 1d20. I mean 1d4. Why did it not roll them all? Oh, I see. Hold on. For some reason, it's only rolling the 1 die. One additional dart for each level above first. So 2, 3, 4. So 3 more additional. Okay.
6 total.
Not a great start. Okay, 17. It's literally only 1 more than my last, like, 2nd level. Oh.
Orlin, as these 5 missiles impact into the woman that saved your life. She saved you after your people had thrown you out to die, had given you life again. You see as the smoke clears from the impacts, as her one eye that's visible, she does have an eye patch, begins to fade as her jaw goes slack, and she falls. And as she hits the ground, the orb clinks against the ground and rolls towards your feet and stops in the crook of your feet as you see the dead body of Valine Harpel.
You said that Professor Scant rolled toward me?
Yep.
Okay. I think I cornered my nat 20. I kind of it sinks in. The paranoia leaves for a moment. And it's a whole rush of emotions. Vengeance for the town and that little boy, but also there was a lot of memories there, even though a lot of them were bad. Orlin, I think he's get up. It's not gonna work on me, you know.
He lays motionless.
Shit. I'm gonna grab my bag of holding and scoop Professor Scant in it without touching it.
As you're scooping him, you just hear, Orlin, what have you... You get put into the bag.
I'll approach Valine carefully. Still don't fully trust that she's dead. In and out of character.
Fair enough.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, you can do a medicine check. How close do you get to her?
There's a trap, isn't it? As close as I have to for a medicine check, so I guess like 5 feet.
Okay. And you get up right to her.
That's not great. But my medicine's not bad. 13?
13. From where you're standing, you don't see any movement of breath or any muscles involuntarily moving While she tries to lay still, she looks dead.
I'm just gonna move her, plop her up against a wall for now, and just kind of sit across from her and just look at her for like some time. If you want to go back to the other group.
Yeah, we'll go back to the other group.
So Warline definitely needs to like decompress and think.
Fair enough. Other
You're
group.
having a wonderful time, Highland.
I believe this is your guys' music. If I remember correctly, we're starting hour 13 with you.
No. We've bypassed all the hours. We've made it.
All right, let's get another survival/perception check.
Roll double. Well, whatever it is going to be the same, so. Dirty 20s. Double
Yeah.
dirty 20s.
You guys are keeping up with these reindeer just fine. Let's get another Constitution saving throw from everybody, please.
Not so much. Highland, that looks like reindeer crap. I think we're on the right trail.
That's another 25.
That's a 10.
Zavros. I'll let you get your results.
14.
22 for Liliana.
Zavros. You know, I've been thinking about this, and something after we were done with the loneliness, the isolation, I felt like I was in the long dream again. And I had plenty of time to think back to some things.
All right.
Is it why you call me the Pretender? Because I'd really like to know, or whatever it is that you call me.
Heinlein doesn't respond.
Felicity and Zavros, you would take 1 level of exhaustion.
No.
Here we go.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Assuming they can somehow convey to me that they didn't do so swell the last hour, I am going to pass Felicity. I found in the first village, the isolation village, a potion of cold resistance. I'm going to pass that to Felicity to use at her discretion. And then I'm going to cast Enhance Ability for Wisdom on Zavros so we can continue to get advantage on the checks to track the...
You go to cast the spell, and as the divine light begins to leave your claws, it just fitters out, and you waste that spell.
Cool. I'm glad.
What's your
Liliana
bonus? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Liliana has a couple of salty words in her head to her gods about their magic not working here.
Zavros, what's your bonus to whichever one you're rolling?
Constitution saving throw?
No.
No. They're
perception
both perception and survival are both 4.
They're both +4.
Yeah.
Even with your, you adding stuff.
Oh
for your
wait, if I use my
double-
survival, then that'll end up being a +7.
Okay, so if that's +7. Okay, I have a +4 in these, so like I think even with disadvantage, me bumping you to normal, you'll still do better than I will right now. So I think perhaps I'll just keep assisting you unless it gets like real bad.
All right.
If my leg starts to, if I get frostbite, just cut it off. Oh, not
Ow.
the purple or orange one. Fuck you.
Hour 14. Zavros, survival or perception? Survival's the only one that gets the extra bonus. So
I'm gonna do survival.
Yeah.
It's flat.
And it is a flat roll.
Well, I got a 17 on the flat, so
Nice.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Very good. You need to beat a 20 for this one.
Oh God!
You keep track of the reindeer. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
There comes Nat ones, baby.
No, I was thinking about. There's someone who I very much want to kill, who I should be killing, and I think that's what's the problem. I think that's the only reason Shion is able to snatch my soul the way she did. I think I might need to kill him.
I hear you talking about killing someone, but it's really fucking cold out here. I rolled a 4.
Heinlein?
I got a 17.
Liliana?
Luck had to run out eventually. I only got a 13.
Felicity?
Question.
Yeah.
If I use Flash of Genius, would that help? Would that work?
Yes, because it's not a spell. It's one of your traits. One of your features.
Okay, then I got an 18.
All right.
Flash of Genius.
Okay.
Liliana and Zavros take the level of exhaustion as the DC was 16.
Oh, so close.
That was one off.
And as you finish out the 14th hour, you start to get closer to the blue lights. They don't seem to be moving anymore, and you see the other sled that's been running alongside just, oh, everybody stop. They've made their destination. We can start setting up camp here.
Glad I could help. As I'm like fucking grabbing my arms.
I've been wondering, if I help you kill Ariel, does that mean I immediately go back beyond?
I'm not exactly sure about that. It's been a while since I've died, so I haven't been able to see my sister lately, so...
If we kill Ariel, I'm not so sure I can get the revenge that I think I need.
Who are you trying to kill?
There's a man back in the vast.
I don't even... Where is the Vast anyway? I think I've asked you this before, and it was very ominous the way you described it.
South, not very east. It's southeast of the Dale. It's where I'm from, a wasteland built up on the ancient civilization of the Vastar.
I'm gonna show you a
Where Gel's
map
from.
later.
Yes.
You're not talking about, like, around the area that glacier once came from,
No.
right?
No.
It just pushed up through that place like, this is my home now, and now it's not.
No, nothing like that.
As you're all talking and getting off your sleds, King Gerund approaches all of you. I still don't know if you truly are with Ariel or not, but we thank you for helping us make it here.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I drew her depiction on the side of a building with an X through it, calling her a tyrant, so... Yeah, not many people like that, apparently.
Sounds rather hurtful, I suppose. All right. And as he's like looking all of you down, this wind begins to swirl around all of you again, and you reappear back in Grimskull.
That was actually a lot. Why didn't we do this one first? That was easy.
So, Baka, if there would be time before they came back.
Yes, there would be. They've been gone for 14 hours at this point.
Okay. Valine, what is there, like bricks or anything heavy, like ice brick, like I don't know, something heavy in here that I could find? Different heavy things.
You're trying to break the ice?
Ice is
Not
broken.
just laying around, no.
But I want to weigh her down for when I throw her in.
Do you like concrete shoes?
There's
There's a giant-sized axe. That's
giant
curved.
axe. There's the The bones of the giants too.
Did they have any
Big
like
hole in
armor
the water, you could
scraps
just
on
throw
them?
her in there and
Like a
push her
helmet,
under the
maybe?
ice.
Yeah, they have like scraps of armor and stuff on them too. So
Whatever-
yeah, the giant
Whatever
skeleton
heavy stuff I
bones,
can
but-
find, I would gather. I would search her first, obviously. See if
Okay.
she's got anything important on her.
We did know that she had a couple of magic items on her.
Yes.
Yes.
The interact-
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, this disadvantage. No.
Oh man, Felicity knows what they are because she already checked that out.
I am so kind of heartbroken and also not that I rolled a nat 1, so I'm just like, I can't even. I don't know what to do.
On a nat 1, you do like look around and things are noticeable. It's not like you can't find anything.
My nat 1's still a 9, if that means anything, but
Yeah. So you look at this wand that she's been using to cast magic missiles out of, and as you pick it up, it disintegrates and falls apart. Because she also rolled a 1 to get that to not disintegrate. So the wand does disappear, but you do see that she has these bracers that she always wears, and her spellbook are going to be the most noticeable things on a 9.
I'm gonna put those in my bag. And then I'm gonna drag her with all the... Well, I would have dragged her first over to the hole in the ice and then got the stuff, put the stuff on her, tossed her in, and just watched. Actually... Oh, I'm in a dark place. I do that, but I cast Animate Dead on her, and like the legit Animate Dead.
Okay, so she's just
then
a
I
zombie
toss
at the
her
bottom.
down.
Have
Fair
her
enough.
walk on the bottom of it so she's not doesn't float into the hole.
Really dark place there, Orlin, but I just feel like I have to do it.
Yeah, you do that. You now have a zombie you're in control of that's underwater.
So I'm just gonna take 2 steps, look down, and see Valine pressing against the ice.
Wait, is that not deep? Can I see
It's
the bottom?
15 feet deep,
Okay.
and it is dark water.
Okay, good.
But
Yeah,
yeah, she
no,
would
it's
be
fine.
at the bottom.
That's all that matters to me. I'm like, before they come back, I'm like casting some sort of cold spell. Do I have any cold spell? Like on the ice, trying like the ice.
Is that mansion still there?
No, she definitely probably didn't
But
cast that.
she didn't
It's-
cast it.
She didn't cast it.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
should let her
No.
cast it first.
Orla, do you try to take a long rest during this time?
I think I have to because
We've
if I
gone 14
don't,
hours.
I get exhaustion either way, right? So
Mm-hmm. Make me a
Um,
Constitution saving throw while you sleep, unless you have something to keep yourself warm there in that whole time.
I mean, not the whole time, no. I guess I have the great bonfire, but I have to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
Double nat once.
Take another level of exhaustion.
I've rolled 3 nat ones now.
What does that bring you to?
4. So now I have half my
Okay.
health.
Good. All
I
right.
thought he was at 5.
No.
Uh,
He did.
All right. All of you return to this area. You're not in the same area as Orlin yet, so you return back to Grimscott.
That really was. It was cold and windy, but definitely easier than I had originally thought.
Yes, but I still think that if Orlin would have came with us, he surely would have died out there. Thankfully, he was able to stay back here and get some rest.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to that little.
The mansion.
Yeah, it's warm in there.
Be a nice little place to rest. Will we go into the big door?
Yeah. I'm assuming this conversation is happening as we're
Yeah.
walking down the
Yeah.
hallway to the...
Yeah, you
Yeah.
walk into this main area, and you see Orlin shivering in the corner.
Do I still get my spell slots back though, even though I got exhaustion during the rest?
Yes, that's what we did last time. You gain another level, but you do get your spell slots and HP back.
Where are you? Where do we find you?
I probably just sat up against a wall.
Okay.
Like just holding myself to try to stay sane, but also stay warm.
We're back.
This
This one was pretty easy.
Yeah.
We just had to track down some deer.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Is the thing door open?
Maybe, but do we want to try it right now? I think we're all tired. We just went 14 hours on sleds.
Oh, I didn't get a lick of sleep.
Why are you out here, Orlin?
What do you mean you didn't get a lick of sleep? That's the whole purpose of why we left you behind.
I know Verlene ran off. I tried to chase her down. I lost her.
She ran off before we got the door open.
But
No.
was she,
Oh, wait, what? Yes, this door, yes. I thought you meant the other door.
Isn't what she's wanting behind that door?
I suppose she got her orb. Maybe she felt like this wasn't gonna work.
Perhaps she's waiting to...
I mean, but she would have left if she was just here for the orb when she got it.
Maybe she thought we were going to fail.
We had passed 3 out of 4 of the trials.
But I mean, she probably saw the state Orlin was in, and we weren't doing. Some of the crew here has not been doing well. She might have just thought it better, like similar to avarice, right? Probably thinks that it's easier to run away and do something new.
Perhaps she knows something we don't.
When did she leave? How long after we left?
Waited for you to go through those doors and she bolted. She's waiting to be alone. Perhaps she didn't trust. Perhaps there was too many of us for her to run before.
Then why didn't she run when she was here with Zavros?
Yeah, Zavros, what was she like leading up to this? Because
She seemed pretty chill. Well, I mean, that's a poor choice of words.
Yes, but Zavros, you're an expert hunter. You could have chased her through this terrain. I lack those skills. She's smart.
I mean, I don't trust Orlin on this story at all because it's not tracking. I'd like to insight check him.
Yes, I believe you have disadvantage. We've already had it called by somebody else too. So Orlin, do your deception.
That's a 1 total.
I got a 20.
Yeah, nobody needs to roll. You got a 1.
Yeah. I just want to.
Even with disadvantage, though, I did get an 18.
Insight.
Yeah, your passive. Everybody's
Oh,
passive
yeah.
insight beats that. So
That's fair.
yeah, it doesn't seem to completely line up. She seemed pretty intense on wanting to get the codicil as well.
Orlin, where did she go?
How would I know?
I investigate how Orlin looks, like just appearance-wise. See if there's anything on his person.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like feeling him up, do a perception. check.
I'll do it for. No, I'm gonna like. Okay, I'm gonna frisk you real quick. Okay, you're gonna feel a slight. You're gonna feel slight pressure.
Based off of conversations Orlin and I have had, I'm going to try and look around to see if there's any signs of a struggle of any sort. I don't know how many signs there would be, but just like knowing we had plans to off Valine and now she's gone.
I kind of very awkwardly, I'm gonna start to stand up now that you guys are here and kind of getting around me and stuff and searching. I'm definitely like, it doesn't matter either way. Let's just go. We got the door. We completed the
We
trials.
all need to rest finally.
First off, Zavros's perception check. What were you looking for specifically on Orlin?
So I'm kind of looking at him like, obviously Liliana's kind of doing something similar, looking for any type of struggle. I'm looking to see like on his person Like if there's like,
Otis.
well, no, I'm not looking for Otis. I should.
Should.
Does he look as though there was a struggle involved with him? I'm not looking at the area, him specifically.
I mean, Orlin looks like shit, but it doesn't look like he's been beat up at all. Like he doesn't look hurt. He just looks very
tired.
Technically, she didn't even hit me.
Yeah. Liliana, what was your roll for on perception?
I got double 15s, so that is a 19 perception.
Yeah. You are looking around. And maybe you don't think anything of it, but there is like a chip out of the ice, kind of further away from where the walrus fight took place.
Fall.
Well, then, do you mind if I, just, grab my friend real quick?
Oh yes, of course.
I'm just gonna kind of put my hand and just obviously just shove my hand in Orlin's scarf, and just like, if Otis gets my hand, I'll just kind of close my hand up or whatever, and just bring it down and put it inside my shirt. Just sneakily put him in there.
I look at Otis in the eyes.
This blank white mask with red markings on it. Just doesn't say anything as he
Looks like he
squeezes
sees some
Zavros's
shit.
finger.
That's his secret one, and he doesn't have any eyes. That's why they look so menacing. But Chewinga will be the final boss of this game.
So, let's rest up.
Olin, what did you do?
What happened here? She didn't run off.
Of course you did.
Orlin,
Liliana.
she didn't run off.
I look at Liliana. I look at Heinlein.
Acting a bit shifty there, young man.
It's clear you know where she's gone. So I'm not real sure why you're not saying where she's gone.
It's true. I know where she is. But how do I know that you are who you say you are? You just completed this trial. So are you servants of Ariel?
I punch
don't
Orlin in the
trust-
face.
All right. Roll to hit.
I'll probably miss.
Sorry, who's hitting who?
Zavros is punching Orlin.
Does it have to be a strength, or can I use my dexterity?
It has to be a strength.
Okay, well, I'll probably miss. I rolled a 10.
Zavros just whiffs by Orlin.
I'm gonna back
He
up.
kind of slips on the ice slightly as he moves his footing for a second.
So it's true then. You gave in to her. Crack my fingers.
Zavros is absolutely quiet, just staring at Orlin, and I'm just gonna spit down on the ground at him and walk away.
If you believe we're servants of Oriel, then you have trials to complete.
You've completed them.
But if we're working against you, why would you work with us?
If we're servants of Oriel and you're not, Zavros not included, why have we not taken you out? You're a smart man.
You seem
There's
to be
no-
planning to. He just tried to punch me. You're all asking me questions, getting awfully close.
There's
Liliana
no
hasn't
point
gotten
in
any closer.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, Zavros has.
there's no point in trying to talk with this man. He wants to live his life in fear and be a coward. Time and time again.
I'm magic missiling 4th level. Use the trigger
My
word.
God, dude, this is
Yeah.
escalating.
He used the trigger word for
Let's go into initiative.
What's the
at this
trigger
point.
word?
coward.
A coward.
Oh.
All right, as we go into initiative, everybody, we're gonna take a break. Just let's. We're gonna and then we'll ramp right back up as we come back. So thank you all for joining us for this first half. Again, not expecting where not expecting where I thought it was gonna go, but hey, we're here now, baby. Let's do it. And we'll see you in a
All right.
couple of minutes.
This is
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Icewind Dale, Rime the Frostmaiden. Well, let's just get into it. No more dilly-dallying. Our group decided it's time. Let's throw down. So, we've got initiatives. If you haven't typed yours into the counter over there, you can do so. And let's get this going.
You were right, Dyto. You got one less than me.
That's not the music I wanted. I thought this was something else. You know, let's do something a little... Not that. Sorry.
That one's like always too intense.
Yeah, I'm looking for one that's not super intense. You know what? Let's just do... This has always been your walking theme. Now it's your killing each other theme.
Killing me slowly.
I actually like this. This music's good for anything that's tensy or ominous.
Exactly.
Like when they rescore something and it's in like a minor tone or something like that now, but we don't have that.
think Zavros has a higher dexterity than Liliana, is that correct?
Yeah. I'll do 13.5.
So let's do that.
Oh.
All
Okay, that
right.
works too.
So, like I told everybody during the break, you don't have to take part in this combat if you don't want to, but I will ask every round if they want to do anything. So it does start with Liliana. You see, or sorry, you start with Zavros. You turn to walk away as Heinlein calls Orlin a coward. I don't know if you see him starting to cast a spell.
If I don't see him casting a spell, I just kind of Heinlein hearing all this, and I just like put my hand on his shoulder and I shake my head. And as I kind of keep walking off, I'm just gonna go, why don't you both just calm the fuck down for once in your lives? So I just keep kind of walking away.
Right. I know nobody called for it, but I'll have you do a persuasion disadvantage, and people can do with it what they want. It doesn't have to apply to you. We'll just see what number he does roll.
Let's see.
Probably won't change anything with the
like,
two aggressors, but I do want to put it out there for people to see.
because of the
So
madness,
my
it's
lowest.
like, figure out how I respond to things.
My lowest is a 6, so do with that what you will.
It's a 6, so. With that, we go to Liliana.
Son of a bitch. I'm assuming I would notice Orlin since I'm looking at him.
Yeah, you see
starting
him
to cast a spell.
Yeah.
And I am assuming Heinlein has a sword drawn already. If he didn't, I assume he had a sword drawn.
I
also
don't
just know
think
what
I
Heinlein's
would.
like.
Because I was just telling everyone to like not bother with him because he's a coward. I don't think because we were just doing the I wouldn't have my sword summoned.
Okay. But I also know what Heinlein is like, especially in the state he is currently at. I am just going to walk up next to Heinlein. Maybe a little bit over here. I'm going to walk up next to Zavros, because I don't necessarily want Orlin to think I'm with Heinlein and aggressive in that sense. But Liliana doesn't have any of her weapons out. She's not going to be casting a spell. She looks directly at Orlin and says, if she's dead, so be it. It's one thing to deal with later. Part of our plan anyways. It's unfortunate that you took care of it in the way that you did, but we can move on from this. We need each other to get rid of Oriel. And I'm looking very specifically at Orlin.
All right. You can also do a persuasion check, disadvantage because you have exhaustion, and we'll just get the number out there for the world.
Cool, that's a 4.
Oh,
Cool.
God, that was so good. With a
I mean,
4,
you can take that 4
Yeah,
however you want
you
it to be.
Yeah,
You can
I know
ignore
you're
the
also
4.
rolling against it, but yeah, you can take it however you want.
Think of it as a
Don't-
natural 4, like a good thing. Put natural in front, it sounds better.
Don't let the dice determine it. If you're persuaded by it, then, or like if Orlin thinks it would be a good thing,
coward. I killed my own mother to protect you all from her evil plans.
You did that because you're afraid of her.
I'm letting loose.
All right, let loose.
It's so weak. But it is stronger than the last one. 23.
23 points of damage.
As he's just boom, 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 right into my armor and my chest.
Anything else from Orlin?
I didn't want to get you involved in that fight. It was none of yours. It was mine. That's it.
Well, it's clear this was a fight you're wanting me involved in.
This has been waiting to happen since the day we met.
I will... Let's see what I got here. I will... 3 ghostly apparitions start, like, swirling around me. And they're in the shapes of my 3 fellow kin from the Vast, whose bodies are currently laying frozen upstairs in the inn. So it's them, and they're on me, and I cast mirror image on myself.
I'll counterspell.
Okay.
All right. Counterspell.
Okay. And then after that, I will bonus action second wind. If I can find it. Okay. And then I march forward.
All right.
That's my turn.
Felicity.
I'm gonna kind of stay where I am now that, Highlands moved up. I don't really feel I need to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and if I decide to do something, I'm still in range. I can't speak for Heinlein. I can't say that I know him very well. But, Orlin, I saved you from a dragon in Zavros and invited you both into my home. I appreciate the sacrifice you made and your thoughts to keep us safe. But this does not need to continue.
You would also like to put up your sergeant check out there, you can. They are kind of getting into it, so I don't know how much it'll affect them, but we'll put it out there and they can do with it what they want. 6.
Oh, God.
I have a
Destiny
negative.
wants this to happen.
Yeah.
This is not a charisma-based party.
Nope.
All right.
No.
Davros.
I mean, even if I didn't have disadvantage, it would have been a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled trash on mine either way as well.
I'm going to walk forward. I'll get to right here. And I'm going to shout at this point. I told both of you fucking kids to calm down, and I'm immediately firing at Gil to prove
All
a
right.
point.
I go. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot a go.
$22.
Hits. He is dropped.
He's gone instantly. Roll an intimidation,
put him
flat intimidation.
That's actually pretty good. 19? No, intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19. Same thing.
All right. You can do with that as you wish you to. Liliana.
Start your dominance.
We better be able to fucking sleep after this, whoever's alive still.
So I will.
You better be able to sleep after this, he says.
I'm going
Tie.
to cast a 4th level enhance ability for fucking Eagle Splendor on myself, Zavros, and Felicity so we can have advantage on charisma checks. It may do nothing, but I need to do something.
There we go.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that point. Oh, nope, I already used that. Okay, never mind. I'm then also going to move up just so I'm next to Zavros again and say,
That's a good one.
You said yourself, Heinlein, that Orlin was different after, or acting strangely after the trial of isolation. This is probably a side effect of that, of heightened emotions. Orlin, why are you doing this? You said you were protecting us from your mother, and now you turn on us. Why?
Persuasion.
With a flat roll, that is... Double check. That is a 19.
Ooh.
Flash of genius.
Oh,
So
24.
add 5 to that.
Ooh, 24 for however people feel about that.
Mm-hmm. High number, but
just
ultimately down to players.
Just to add on to that, feeling Felicity boosting me a bit, I'll just end it with, we can end this now, deal with it after Oriel is dead. Then you two can hash it out if you would still like.
Orlin.
And call off your lackey. Zavros.
When have we ever had control over Heinlein?
I'll even waste a spell slot on this. I'm gonna prepare. Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna, yeah. Is that the right? Hold an action. There we go.
Yep.
Polymorph. If Heinlein swings at me, yes, if I can live one. I don't know. Is it okay to say if he's going to attack me, or is that not okay?
Yeah, what I will do if Heinlein attacks you, he will both roll another initiative to see who gets theirs off first. Just because that interaction is weird when you hold an action on things. So that's how we'll work with that. Heinlein, it is your turn.
This is a tough question.
Exactly.
There's two things here. So what I've been doing is, he's been entirely reacting to Orlin's gestures, right?
Mhm.
But something clicked when Liliana spoke that made him realize, once again, Heinlein might not be here after Ariel. And then Orlin basically calling him a lackey to be called off when Orlin shot first. And then wants to call timeout. Oh, it's getting to him real bad. Heinlein is going to cast Mirror Image again.
All right.
Counterspell.
Okay.
All right.
Do I still get off my polymorph or no? Because I counterspell.
You would
I
not,
didn't
because
attack.
you held that for an action. You had to change
Yeah.
spells. So
Okay.
It's concentration, so when you
If that was
prepare
the
to
case-
hold a spell.
I feel like I would have known that, and I let him get it off.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
I
okay.
polymorph.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to use polymorph on after you mirror images?
Yeah, that seems like an aggressive action to me.
That's a defensive. You said when I attack. I have not attacked you.
Okay, but
That, I
like,
specifically,
point.
I
You got
want
a
to say it's
point.
not.
but it was like it's an aggressive action to cast a spell in front of somebody, as if you're about. I know this spell. I have this spell.
Okay.
I use it in fights. I feel like that makes total sense.
I guess what I'm saying is it's a defensive spell. It's
Right.
not an attack. Attacking, I mean, for holding something, I think it's like,
What's
But
your
why are you
thing,
casting it then?
I don't know.
If Orland thinks he would cast on this, then yeah, you would roll for the. I guess technically, yeah. I mean, we'd do the dexterity check, so initiative from both of you. See which spell goes first.
Make a ruling dungeon, daddy.
12.
I've got a 12.
Roll again, or wait, dexterity.
Released.
Yeah.
It's dexterities.
Yeah.
That's how we always do
Is it
initiative, so I
dexterity
can't change it now.
saving?
It's your dexterity modifier.
Yeah. Okay. Same as initiative, anyways. Oh shit! I rolled well.
Well, from
No,
your
what's your modifier?
Yes, we're doing it because
I
we're
thought you
doing
said
it.
roll
Initiative.
again.
Oh, it's
What's your
0. I
I see.
modifier?
Mine's a +3.
It's a 0.
Okay, so Orland does go first, so you get polymorph before the mirror image goes.
I don't think it matters that much, but yes, thank you.
It would, just because you have to choose the target, so it could choose one of the mirrors.
Mammoth.
So you do choose it on Highland.
No, I was going for a mammoth for myself.
Oh, you were changing yourself to a mammoth. Okay, so yes, it doesn't matter then.
Oh, okay.
So you do get mirror image off, and you turn into a mammoth.
Okay.
Let me get you a
That
mammoth.
changes things.
That's not what I did.
Let me get you a mammoth.
Form of a T-Rex. Oh, man.
That does kind of change things.
There you are.
Holy Jesus.
Holy fuck.
Is that really how big it is?
Yeah.
The thing's like 30 squares.
Yeah.
Represents Orland Gray. Let me double check that. It might be too big.
Seems very big.
It seems very
Seems
big.
a little obsessive.
It's supposed to be huge.
Each one of these squares is 10, so there's like
Yeah,
10 is
each one
large,
of the-
huge is 15.
Yeah, so it should be a square and a half.
Kinda like
A little
the,
more.
Yeah, it should be the
Boy.
size of Kuma.
There we go.
There we go.
But that's
Okay, that's still enormous, but
Yeah.
We'll put you here. So
I
you
was
don't
like,
try to
dear
roll.
God, dude, did he not break the fucking ice whenever he transformed?
Orland Mammoth is now standing in front of 4 Highlands, is it, or 3?
4 Highlands, because it's just +3, right? Of you?
Yeah. All right. Anything else from Highland? As you see Orland turn into a mammoth in front of you.
I believe it's a bonus action for me to summon Gel again.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. So now that I see him like react this way, I am poof summoning Gel again.
All right. Felicity, these two are still measuring their dicks in front of each other.
She looks to Zavros and Liliana. Do I try to break this up?
Liliana looks back over her shoulder, what's happening in front of her. A clear escalation from what we last saw. I don't know if interfering will do anything but cause the victor to attack us as well.
He won't do anything.
All right.
Yeah.
right. Then we'll go to Zavros.
I'm gonna try something really stupid.
All right. Sounds like Zavros' play to make. Let's go.
Let's do it. Heinlein, are you sworn to protect me through Shion? And I'm gonna prepare.
shit.
If he says yes, I'm gonna prepare an action.
All right.
If he says no, then I'm just gonna still prepare an action to shoot his fucking thing and try to tell him to stop.
All right. You can respond if you like now, Harlan, or wait for your turn. Up to you.
He's like still, he's right now he's busy keeping an eye on this mammoth that has just escalated.
Zavros stabs himself with the dirt.
All right.
With a what?
Zavros stabs himself. It's yourself. I won't make you roll for it. Just roll the damage.
Oh, that's the wrong die. I was like, holy fuck, that's a lot of damage.
Are you gonna sneak
That's
attack
only-
yourself?
No. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna kill myself right now.
Protect this.
5 piercing damage to myself.
All right.
5 piercing. My shield glows, and I go back and take that damage.
Yeah, you go to stab yourself, and you just feel yourself stabbing into Highland.
I block
instead.
your arm, and you stab my arm instead.
Stop.
You fool. Stop what, pretender? Stop what? What have I done? It's your stupid ass orc friend who constantly abandons people and now is trying to kill everyone here one at a time. I need to stop? What the fuck do you think I need to do, Zavros?
Well, he didn't abandon me. Both of you are acting like children. No further comment.
All right,
No further.
Liliana.
This is a good episode.
Having Heinlein appear directly in front of her, she's going to look at Heinlein and say, "Not since we've come out of the trial of isolation did you call Zavros anything but pretender. Why do you call him by his name now? Is there something affecting you, Heinlein? Search yourself and see if perhaps your emotions have been heightened as well."
And I look like just still have my arm like with his dagger still in it, like blocking him with this like intense. And you say this to me, and I just like slowly turn. All I can say is that my mind has been unclouded from my return to the long dream, Liliana. I just remember things rather than blind feelers that my soul reaches out to. But again, if you're gonna turn any hostile to anyone in this room, it better be the only one who's attacked anyone else here.
Liliana's...
How long until it's you next, Liliana? When this bumbling old fool angrily attacks any of you because you said the wrong thing.
What do you wish for then, Heinlein? What did you remember from the long sleep?
I remembered some time well before my time here, and I remembered things. I remember things in my time in the long dream.
That's Liliana.
No.
That's all Liliana does.
All right.
Attack.
Mammoth Orland.
I'm a mammoth. I have a 3 intelligence.
I'm a mammoth gonna
Oh,
mammoth.
right.
I have 11 wisdom though. so I don't know what the fucking difference is, but I would think the elephants would be
Intelligence is
smarter.
knowing things. Wisdom is knowing
It-
how to use the
It does say
intelligent
it retains its alignment and personality.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
I mean, whatever was driving the
Yeah.
mammoth at the beginning.
Oh, whatever was driving me at the beginning is different.
I mean, you whatever Bumble said. Sorry, I
Am
can't speak.
Orlin,
Yeah,
or
you
am I
have
an
your
elephant?
You are Orlin, who is an elephant.
Yeah.
Technically, you're a mammoth.
I am
You're a paranoid
once again
old mammoth.
going to
You
hold my
paranoid.
action this time to stomp. If I get attacked,
All right.
You're gonna
especially by Gel.
cause the whole frozen fucking floor to
Mhm.
wonder everyone.
Highland.
Gale is gonna move over here, start kiting over to completely block his path. Now what is it? He's looking to the both of you as he lowers his arm and rips your dagger out from his arm. I think we should just knock him out. Put him to sleep. That way he can't be a menace to anyone, can't be a menace to himself. He's clearly delirious and needs his sleep. I think the best way to protect everyone is just to put him to sleep.
You don't wish for him to die in this moment.
I also think the best way to protect Zavros is for all of us to kill Ariel. As many people as possible.
You're saying protect as many people as possible or kill as many people as possible? Your words got a little
Protect.
minced for me, personally. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
No, I meant protect.
Then, Heinlein, will you swear an oath that if Orlin stops attacking, you will not kill him until after Oriel is defeated, if you wish to? And Lily, very seriously
yeah.
says this to you. Will you swear it?
I don't even know if I'm gonna be here when Ariel's finished.
Will you swear it? I know that is one thing you will not turn your back on.
No.
After Oriel is after Oriel.
I had said no. Sorry. Just in case you didn't hear it. Okay.
And I don't know if I can
Because-
trust you if Heinlein's sworn sword will not swear.
I will not swear, because if he comes after me, I will put him in the ground.
That is... I said that in there. If he stops
No,
attacking...
I don't mean right now, Liliana. I mean, if we go through this and he just so happens to have another of his personality flare-ups and he comes after us, I will put him in the ground.
Then you would be released from your oath I'm asking you to swear. If he does not
He was
attack,
asking
will
just
you
for this
not kill
current
him
situation.
until after Oriel?
If he does not attack us,
For now.
does not talk, the moment he attacks us, I will attack back. But until then, I told you I have no reason to kill him.
So you swear it.
I did, yes.
Liliana then turns to look at Orlin. I know it's not her turn, but
But
would turn to face him.
I would appreciate it if from now on you start treating the hostile one like the hostile one. And he turns his back to you guys to look at the mammoths in the eyes.
All right. Let's see. Anything to add to that?
Are you just like having a show back there with your
She
flask?
is. She's like, oh, they're all.
It's a gallon jug that she stole, by the way.
It's not a little flask.
No, I am definitely just like standing here, like instead of popcorn, I'll take a swig. But I have a question for Grizz.
Oh.
Where, since Felicity gave him the gem, so he doesn't have to hold his spell books, where does he keep his spell book?
His actual spell book, like that he doesn't use anymore?
Exactly.
Probably in his bag of holding since he doesn't need it anymore.
Right. She'll hide away the gallon of mead. If this, I'm not going to do this right now, but I have a way. If he attacks us, to disable him for a little bit.
If Liliana can, she would cut in right when you say if he attacks us to say, if he attacks us, then he has Heinlein to deal with.
All right. Zavros, anything to add?
Yeah. I'm about to tell everybody off. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something else stupid. Why not? The last thing worked out.
Zavros, you're really scaring me with your... It's worked so far, but
It's
we may be one
supposed to
stupid thing
scare
away
you.
from...
It's supposed to scare you. I'm going to walk up to... I'm gonna keep my distance. I ain't that stupid. He's still gonna fuck me up, but I'm gonna walk up to there. I'm gonna put all my stuff on the floor and just look at Orlin and say, you froze. You kept me from freezing in a tundra, and you saved my life. So if you want to kill me, go ahead. Because I'd rather be dead than hear you ever accuse me of helping someone who's turned this place into a hell. Stop what you're doing.
Flails is drunk. If Liliana wants to add anything before we get to Orlin.
Probably breaking eye contact with Heinlein for the first time since they had their conversation. Like, even as Felicity came up, just has been holding this gaze. He's going to turn and look at Orlin and say, you know Heinlein to be beholden to nothing but his word. The oaths that he swear he keeps. If you relent, this can all end. You continue to attack, I will not assist you. You will be on your own. We can end this now, and we can defeat the bitch who has put us all in this place that we all wish to see dead.
Orlin.
I'm a mammoth.
You are mammoth.
I can't really
Orlin
respond, and I
mammoth.
don't want to waste a 4th level spell in case I get attacked. So I'm just gonna attempt to, keeping an eye on Geldrick. I take a couple steps back, see if he takes an attack of opportunity on me.
Nope.
Right. And then I'm just gonna
Charge.
move over this way.
I'm just getting in position to charge.
Ram us all down.
Nothing happened? Okay, everyone's dying, baby. We're going to the bowling alley.
And just wait over there.
All right. Is anybody going to attack anybody?
I attacked Felicity for stealing my
You don't know it yet.
You know what? I'm going to use my meta-knowledge to attack you anyway.
Meta-knowledge.
If that's the case, we can come out of initiative for now.
For now.
Everybody cool?
I think Liliana would turn back to Heinlein and say, "Thank you. I know that your word means a lot. I do appreciate that you swore that."
Pick up my stuff, put my hand, like kind of pat Gel on the back and be like, "Sorry for shooting you, by the way," and then just kind of walk off. I'm gonna go sit all completely by myself, away from everyone, in this little hidey hole way over here.
I am going to be with Gel over here, and we're just gonna sit down and start our long rest. I'll keep bonfire up as long as I can, if possible. I don't think I can actually, because I don't have anything to burn.
Yeah.
Can I light a Kuma on fire?
hey, he's got fat, man.
If you want to peel fat off of them, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I want to peel fat off of them, and then like get that on fire, so I have a fire going over here.
I see him do that, and I was like, "That's actually really smart." I like in my fucking upset state, walk over, get a little fat off, start rubbing some. Oh, I ain't got no sticks. I rub some arrows together, trying to start a fire.
Yeah. So I just stare off into the room, watching in case something happens. But other than that, he's gonna try and do his long rest.
Felicity is gonna look. You know how I don't know. I don't have cats, so I don't know if cats do it. But you know how dogs, when they get curious, they kind of cock their head to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of doing that at Orlin Mammoth.
When cats are curious, they push stuff off the shelf.
Well, there are no shelves. Yeah, I'll just push Liliana.
She's a hardy lady.
Maybe batted a couple of scales.
She finds a box.
She pushes a Kuma into the hole.
That's all oil.
And she's gonna purposely stand in front of Sister Liliana with her back to Orlid Mammoth. That was quite something. I thought I was acting weird after being lost in the blizzard and the isolation.
You have been. All three of you have been.
She kind of looks over her shoulder again at Orlin. Have a failsafe if he has another one of these episodes.
I have something of a failsafe, but if Orlin does not trust us anymore, like I said, I will not stop Heinlein from doing what he swore he would do.
I do not know Heinlein before and barely after, but I do know Orlin, and I don't know if this abandoning people that Heinlein talks about. I have not witnessed it myself, but I can take his magic away if we need to.
I'm just trying to get through this fucking door so we can kill Oriel. And if after that Heinlein and Orlin want to fight again, then so be it. If Zavros and Heinlein want to fight, if Orlin and Zavros want to fight, fine. We'll have dealt with the biggest problem that we have faced, which is this ice bitch. And I am just trying to keep everything together until we can get off of this God's forsaken island. So what happens afterwards will be, and I'm very purposefully going to raise my voice. And if Orland still has any sense in that pachyderm brain, he will trust his allies that forgave a lapse of judgment until Oriel is defeated.
My man.
I'm a mammoth.
Yes. Liliana is shooting daggers at this mammoth, who I hope is sheepishly standing in that corner as much as a mammoth can.
What is Orland Mammoth doing over there?
Well, he's probably just staring down Highland. But occasionally he looks at Zavros. But I don't know, because polymorph is such a weird spell. I don't know how, like, I understand I have my personality, but I have the stats of this thing, so I don't know if I even know what's going on. You know what I mean?
I think you know generally what's going on. Like, you know, things are still tense, but nobody's trying to attack you.
I think it's like, you know, like when you approach a dog and you don't know if it's friendly or not, and you're like, you both are judging each other, but it could be hostile, could not be hostile. I think it's almost like that for you. Like, we're like so incomprehensible, like a dog, and you can't tell if it's just happy or if it wants to bite your leg.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we seem like we're just like at that standoff where we're avoiding each other.
At the end of the conversation with Sister Liliana, Felicity will kind of open up her like winter coat a little bit and is about to grab something, and then changes her mind and goes, "Would you like some tea?"
You mentioned you have a small or a spell that you can cast that we can rest for the night in some sort of comfort.
I do, yes. I was going to cast it and make a little bit of tea.
That sounds lovely. I would appreciate not sleeping in the cold this night, now that Valine is no longer with us.
If you wouldn't, we'll have to gather the others. It's kind of small.
Do they have to be inside of it when you cast it?
I don't know. Hold on.
No, you just have to be inside of it, and you can allow people in.
But he is too big. That I
Well,
do
it would be
know.
too big at this point, yes.
It only lasts for an hour, I think.
But I will cast Tiny Hut.
As Felicity casts it, Liliana's going to put a gentle hand on her shoulder, very friendly, and say, "The boys seem to be making their own decisions. If they want to sleep in the warm, I'm sure they know they're welcome." And we'll settle down next to Felicity inside of the tiny hut.
To get in the tiny hut. What does... So, Heinlein, you're keeping a bonfire going for as long as you can?
Yep.
Yeah, with Akuma, you'd be able to do it for your rest, so you'd be fine. Zavros, you have to sleep longer than Heinlein does.
Well, my question is, did I get a fire going?
Do a survival check. Disadvantage because you're actually like trying to physically start a fire rather than magically.
Yeah, plus I'm exhausted. First one's pretty good. The second one's decent. It's worse than the first one. 18?
Yeah, you can start one. It's not going to last an entire long rest.
I don't want it to last a long rest.
Okay.
Once I get it going, I want to go cut some of Akuma up and shove arrows through the meat and just cook the meat. And then once I get done, stuff to do. If anyone else wants to talk real quick.
Okay. Orlin, what are your plans as a mammoth?
A mammoth?
I would say you would
I'm
know
okay.
that you're not supposed to be a mammoth, so if you wanted to drop it, you could, or you could stay through it the whole time. It's up to you.
As a mammoth, I'm stupid. Wait, this
I'm a
isn't right.
mammoth.
Am I right in saying you're probably trying to use the whole hour to not waste your spell in case you get attacked?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's what I thought. 'Cause
You
he's
can do
he's-
that.
I don't
yeah.
know if Heinlein's going to
He's
attack
still
me the
on
second
edge.
this drops, and I don't have another 4th level, so I have to stay in mammoth form.
You can wait out the hour.
I mean, at some point during the hour, never mind, I guess. Zavros goes into the hut.
I'm cooking 5 pieces of Akuma right now.
I would, at some point in mammoth mode, approach Zavros.
You hear the lumbering of the mammoth approach as you're cooking meat.
You might not want to step too hard. This is ice. We will drown and die.
Like a horse who saw a mouse, Orlin bucks up and... No, I'm just kidding.
Smashes through the ice.
Oh no.
Scared of
This
the
is where I
crowd.
die.
Goodbye. We
Uh,
died.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's made for giants. It's like 30 feet tall.
Oh, okay. There you go.
This is fine.
In whatever way a mammoth can, because I still feel like they should be smarter. Orlin will kind of like take his tusk, not his tusk, his snout,
And impale Zavros.
and kind of bonk him on the head, like not hard, like like a
All right.
tap.
Heinlein gets up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a strike.
I just look at him like, why did you just do that? No. I'll just look at him and be like, if you want to say something, you can just stop being a mammoth. By the way, I know it's a damn walrus, but food's cooking. Not exactly sure if mammoths eat this.
Yeah, he looks back toward Heinlein. Heinlein hasn't moved, has he?
No.
I'll come out of polymorph, and I'm naked. I'm just kidding.
That's a choice.
That's a choice.
I can't believe we didn't notice that he didn't bring his clothing when he
Yeah.
polymorphed and he just ripped.
No.
Animorphs up in this bitch.
Gotta wear tight fitting clothing or it rips.
Yeah, I'll turn back into Orlin.
Outfit and jeans.
He's gonna look at Zavros. Just. One moment, just all made sense. And then, in an instant, I saw my mother laying there. My own hand. There's something wrong with my mind, Zavros.
Yes, I think Liliana noticed it as well. Sit down. You don't have to tell me about it. It's... whatever happened, happened. Don't take this the wrong way, though, but... you're kind of lucky things played out the way they did.
Why's that?
You're quite exhausted looking. If something is wrong with you, it is affecting your mental judgment. And Heinlein doesn't take too kind to people who attack him. So I decided to make a gamble and try to stab myself. You're still my best friend, Orlin, but whether you want to see it or not, a life for a life, You saved mine and saved yours. And you ought to thank Liliana, too. Now I'm going to go over there and bring Heinlein some of this food. I feel pissed that you assumed I'm working with the person that I told you we needed to stop. But I understand something's wrong with both of you. Honestly, all three of you. Felicity keeps looking at me weird. I don't know why.
Shifty eyes.
Like she's hiding something, but I don't know what she could possibly be hiding. But it's this island. It's these trials. They're done. Everyone stay calm, and we'll get through this. We'll get off the island, and we'll figure out what's wrong with you then. In the meantime, honestly, this meat fried up pretty well. I guess it's the oil that's in the meat. I don't know. But I'm going to bring this to Heinlein, if you don't mind. Could you grab the rest and bring them to those inside the tent?
Yeah.
And as he goes to walk... Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you were walking off. Sorry.
I know you would never. Orlin knows. I'm sorry. Seeing shadows everywhere.
Doesn't help that we're in a land of darkness.
Orlin will grab the stakes, the arrows.
Yeah.
And
As you're walking off, I am going to say, by the way, I don't judge what you did. Would I have killed her? Probably not. But she did try to destroy an entire town. So, rest assured, I'm not going to judge you. Something's not right in this place. As I kind of look away. And then I'll start walking towards Simon. And I'll have, like, one of those sticks. I don't know if he fucking eats or not, so... We'll see!
We'll see.
Dead people gonna be dead, Dead people be dead.
Let's do Orlin and the rest of them first. Orlin brings food into the hut if he's allowed in. I assumed he would be.
No, he gets shunted. No.
that's fine.
Real quick,
He honestly doesn't even want
just
to go in.
Hey, you don't want to. You don't have to. You don't want to.
As Felicity and I have been sitting here, probably just after we got tea going with whatever heat. I mean, Liliana has torches, so like we just have a tiny teapot over a torch in this hut. But Liliana will say very quietly to Felicity, without looking at her necessarily, just and say, "I can hang on to it if you don't want the temptation. No one else has to know."
Down to what?
We're reaching for something before you started making the tea.
He gets those shifty eyes. I did something I don't typically do. But if I give it to you and resist the temptation, I will end up like the two boys out there. And I will show her the first person the honeymead that I stole from Zavros.
Liliana's going to...
Fortunately, it doesn't take much, because I was never a drinker, even when I resided in... Oh my gosh, why'd I forget the name of the good mead?
Liliana will take out her water skin and empty the remaining water. That's really the only container she has for water necessarily, and say, "You don't need to hold on to all of it. You don't want that strong of a temptation."
Probably right. And she'll pour some of it in.
Yeah.
Thank you. And good meat isn't just known for their meat. Where I got my recipe for the tea you're drinking.
It's quite nice.
If instead of using flowers, they'd use parts of the beehive to make the spices, the tea bags.
Interesting. Yeah, and Liliana will just quietly just let obviously Felicity have the water skin of the honey mead, and then tuck the remaining jug into her bag.
You hear a knock, knock, knock. Like a glass sound.
Glass sound. I can see through this, right?
Yeah, you guys can see Orland standing there trying to knock on the hut.
Felicity would stand and go to just before the barrier because she knows if she leaves its perimeter, it's gone. Orland, come in, please. You don't have to stand outside.
Yeah, his head's kind of down, but he comes in. Zavros made these for you.
We'll have to thank him. And Felicity will give him a nice, firm, comforting hug.
Well, Zavros Orland was not expecting that. He definitely kind of is shocked and looks up a little bit. I have a feeling where this is going though. Felicity's gonna steal the book out of my satchel right now.
No,
Orland doesn't.
I don't
feel
need to do that.
Oh.
No,
But Orland's definitely surprised by this.
we all make mistakes, and we all have to make hard choices. And you're going through a rough time right now. Come sit down. Have some tea with us.
Of course. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot. And sorry's probably not good enough.
She kind of pats him. Her little paws. No claws retracted. Her claws retracted. You don't need to apologize. You may not. I don't know what your state of mind was when you made your decision, but I'm sure it was still a hard one either way.
What are we talking about? Feline.
That's what I was referring to, yes?
In the moment, it wasn't. Didn't matter at all.
That moment has passed, has it not?
Yes. Soon as I saw her hit the floor, it hit me. Right done. Anyways, I just wanted to say I'm sorry, and thank you for not attacking me.
I'm sorry you had to do that, Orlin. She wasn't a good person, but she was your mother. And despite everything that happened to you when you were a child, tribe, lean, till we got to this island, and since we're camped outside of it, she's going to point, and whatever happened inside of that door, you have done your best to be a good person.
Wouldn't say
And
that.
that speaks a hell of a lot more than whatever is happening to us on this island. Sorry you had to go through.
You know how you did the thing to fix my lung?
Yes.
I told Zavros I think there's something wrong with me. Is there any way? Perhaps that same magic.
Not today, unfortunately. Perhaps once we get off of this island, we can try something. But tomorrow, after we sleep, I feel we are going to be having quite a day ahead of us. So it will have to wait till we get off this island.
If I try to harm Zavros, or either of you, please do what you must to stop me.
All right. If that's what you wish.
Felicity would give Orlin another hug. I don't think you got enough of these.
Yes, my third mom.
We'll cut away from that to go over to Zavros bringing Heinlein some walrus.
I'll stop like right there, kind of look, kind of wave my hand in front of his face to see if he's doing that meditation thing.
He like looks up at you.
Oh, okay. So you're awake.
I'm always awake.
Must be daunting. I don't think Gil eats. Honestly, I'm not sure if you eat.
I do not.
Oh, well.
I haven't been able to eat or drink, and it haven't mean anything since I've been brought back.
Oh, well.
To be honest, it felt painful almost when I was trying to drink some of the alcohol you gave me before. I don't think there's much reason for me to eat down on any food either.
That's a good point. I mean, if something hurts, probably not a good idea to keep doing it. Mind if I sit down right here?
Go ahead.
So, first of all, sorry. But, seeing as how, yes, he started it, I'd rather not have my friend die, because I have a tendency of remembering how you were when people did attack you. It really didn't end well for the person that attacked you. And I'd rather not my best friend be killed. So I wanted to thank you for not doing that.
He's pretty much sternly just letting you speak whatever you're gonna speak, but he's not really, I don't know, just kind of forward facing.
Oh, I don't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's fair. I started talking.
No.
After I said I wasn't saying anything.
No,
Go ahead.
Go. Because I am kind of keeping quiet. So
Yeah. You know, I haven't said this because the dream still fogs my brain. And I think it's the sight. I think it's the sight within my domain that I have every step I take, but it haunts me every day now. Every time I look at you, Zavros, I don't even remember what you look like. Because when I see you, instead I'm just given the facade, the image of Lord Fellhawk. And I just see, that's all I see when I see you now. It's a hell, it's a reminder every day. I'm surrounded by the ghosts of my past that I am not able to escape. And I'm thinking I probably should never have tried to run from it in the first place. This is all I've got now, and all I can think about is how I've always been. I'm a sworn sword, Zavros. I'm a sworn sword. I'm there to fight and defend for Baldric's honor. Instead, I'm a shield. That's all I've been. That's all I do. And I couldn't even do that. I think I need to be a sword again. I need to be a sword. And I'm wondering, is that what I need to do? Do I need to go back? Do I need to avenge him? Is that what it is? Is that why I can't even die? I can't. It's all so much. I've had nothing but time in my mind to think about this, to replay everything over and over again. I want nothing more right now than to kill. I want to kill so badly. I want to make things pay for what they've destroyed. You weren't there and you didn't see it, but one of the tests we saw this man a usurper, and all I could see when I saw him, it was Win Elkmound there in his form in that place, and I know he wasn't there, but it's all I could see, and all I could do was kill him over and over again until nothing left remained, hoping that I would mangle his soul to the core. And I don't think I did, because I know it's not him. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry all the time. And he's just like staring at the fire he's got lit. And it's like this ghostly, like, it's not like a regular fire because of his magic. It's like this ghostly, bluish, greenish flame, like ghost fire that he's just staring into, and he's so focused on that. And Gel's not really saying anything either. He doesn't speak in general. Like, I think Highland and Gel kind of have like a knowing understanding, like we can intuit from each other, but he's not saying anything. But he's just staring directly into the fire, and then Gel's kind of just watching out towards the ice.
This person that you see is me, or you see me as this person. Why do you see me as that individual?
It's funny, I thought about this before I died. You're so alike, Zavros. You are so alike, and it wasn't until nearly when I died that I realized just how much. I remember the pain of that frost giant stabbing me right through the chest. And I remember I turned and I looked and I saw your face, and I realized in that moment just how similar you even look. And I don't know exactly. I don't know everything. My mind's in a fog. But I know you have similar looking souls. That's why all I can see is him. I don't know if it's why, but I feel like that's why Shion was able to get me to snag my soul as well.
This usurper that you keep killing, what exactly does that entail? What happened?
I come from the vast, as you know. It's not really a full-fledged kingdom. It's a lot of it's very wild out there, I guess you could say. A lot of different people claiming stakes, claiming their kingdoms, claiming their castles. One of those families was the Fellhawks. And Baldric Fellhawk, he was next in line, and my family was we were under him. We were meant to protect and serve their family, but his father died, and he was young, and he was meant to rule, but unfortunately, a cousin of his wanted the throne, wanted to own that area, and he set up a coup. Unfortunately, we thought we had time, and we had sent people to Icewind Dale, ready to accept him, to bring him there so he could survive for a while before coming back stronger. Unfortunately, we were played. One of our own betrayed us, and everyone else died, including Baldric. And I couldn't do anything about it. That's when Gel, my friend, he's an orc from that region, left his homelands and led me up here, and I told you the rest since then. It's just... you try to do things, and it never works. And no matter how much you try, and you try, and you try, no matter how much of a better and more purposeful life you try for, it just doesn't happen. You never get what you want in life.
Maybe what we want isn't what our life needs. Maybe it's what we do with what we're given that defines us as individuals.
Yeah, unfortunately, the things I've done, useless. If you don't mind, I'm gonna try and rest up some. I'm feeling foggier than usual.
I'll respect that. And I'll get up, and as I'm walking away, I'll stop for just a second. I'll turn and say, most of the time, the universe, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't seem to give second chances. But every once in a while, it seems that you do get one. I don't know of your past oaths that you may have sworn, or any oaths that you've sworn recently. But I believe in people being able to correct what they believe to be a mistake. Maybe you're here for something that neither of us understand. Good night. Now I'll kind of do a bow to him, like as I walk towards the hut.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to do before we commence our rest?
Kick in the flap and then fall on my ass because I haven't been invited in.
And that, my friends, is why you don't try and catch bees with your bare paws.
Someone please make a joke about bear paws.
No, because Felicity's just been distracting all three of them with just random stories of them growing up in Goodmead. Zavros, you're always welcome. You don't have to be invited. Come on
I
in.
kick in the flap. I'm kidding. I just walk in.
There's tea ready.
Oh, tea would sounds rather delicious right now. And I still haven't eaten my stick. So.
You have
I'll
two
even-
sticks.
Yeah, I have
Leave
2
in.
sticks now. I come out with 2 sticks. So apparently Heinlein doesn't eat it all, so there's extra.
Here, I'll give you a little bit of extra honey I got in Goodmead last time we were there. I put a little extra honey in his tea.
All right.
Before we rest, Liliana would leave the hut, tent, whatever the situation is. I don't know if we're in a tent or the hut, or if we're in a
It's the hut.
tent inside of the hut. But mostly out of paranoia, Liliana is going to walk basically the center of the room and look at the stairs that led down from where we were before. And is going to look at it and half prayer, half just casting of the spell, say, I'm just trying to get off of this island. Everything here is terrible. We just need to make it through one more night. And I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith at the bottom of the stairs, so that if anything comes down, it'll have to contend with that first before it can get to us.
Zavros
does-
kind of get. Oh, sorry.
That does last for 8 hours, so
Right.
that'll last all the way through our rest.
Zavros?
Does Zavros like? Because I know I've seen you walk out before of a place. Like, would I have an idea you generally go outside to pray since we've been like kind of traveling together? Like, I don't know.
If she has the option to, she tries to. Whenever she has the opportunity to pray outside, she does.
Okay, just curious.
But you can see her because
Oh, yeah,
it's
I can.
see-through on the inside.
Yeah, I can't see that.
See
That's
out.
true. Completely forgot about that. Okay.
Oh, Orlando, do you have I don't have it today, but do you have the alarm spell?
Oh, I do not.
Maybe that'll be one I'll keep prepared. Case.
Liliana, can I get a religion check from you, please?
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Be
getting.
like that.
Trying to get you the opportunity here, but
no, I appreciate it. I'm just terrible at this in the best situations. 3. I rolled a 4 and a 5 on the dice, so it wouldn't have mattered either way.
nothing new.
I've never rolled well on religion checks, except for one time.
Yeah, the Guardian's up, but
Yeah.
As you guys do a long rest, except unfortunately, Orland just recently took one.
Yeah.
So I will let you clear 1 level exhaustion, but you don't gain back your HP or spell slots.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you that bone, but not the full bone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Are we still gonna roll to see if we?
No, because you are in the hut, so the hut
Okay, that's good.
takes care of that. All right. and
Give
with
Otis a little piece of meat in case, just so he'll try to help get rid of an extra level of exhaustion. I'm kidding.
Um,
that, you enjoy.
seeing if
I mean, I'll still
Zavros
give him
act-
food just regardless. I gotta feed him.
He just like puts it under the mask and disappears.
seeing Zavros feeding something in his coat.
You don't see that shit.
Roll a stealth.
I also
It's just-
saw you reach down Orland's shirt to grab
Yeah,
something.
but you can ask, but you didn't.
don't know what
you
that
didn't
was.
See me feed anything. Like, here you go.
Liliana is
Well,
gonna say, "We'll
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that later.
I rolled a
We've
16.
had enough for
still.
today."
16 stealth.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see it then.
Okay.
He kind of turns his back when he does it. It looks weird, but you don't see him like shove something
I
down
mean-
his shirt.
I'm peeing.
The way I see it is if he can hide Otis, I can hide his
There
mead.
you go.
Yeah.
But
It's a trade, yeah.
that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
You steal from me, I steal from you.
I didn't steal from you.
Lord.
So thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. It got crazy, but I mean, look at these kids. These kids impress me all the time with their role playing and their characters. So be sure to go check all of them out on their various social medias, as well as I want to say, recently we had another podcast go up that features a lot of us here. Interdimensional Library.
That's the Interdimensional Library. There should be the link to the RSS feed. I'm switching hosting, podcasting from my website, which would be bumbleskum.com/IDL, to Acast. So I don't know exactly how things are going, but there's like a time period that they want you to keep things on there on your original website when transferring. But yeah, it's Gluttony and Earth. It's like Final Fantasy meets Hunter x Hunter in the D&D world. It's my intention, at least. We'll see if it goes that way. You get me, you got Baka, you got Dr. Phage, you got our friend Kyle. It's a really good time. It's only like an hour and a half episodes.
Yeah.
Everywhere but Apple Podcasts, because I'm still figuring something out with that.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next Wednesday because there still is a demigod or a god, a semi-god, lingering within this tower.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good night.